on with y'all? West Coast, West up, all that good shit. It's your boy Nico. We in the building. Let's talk. Let's talk. It's time to finally unpack this narrative. Loaded Lux versus a Verb. Beloved versus vegan Verb. It's time to talk. It's time to talk about it now. And I've been stalling. I've been stalling to talk about this matchup. To be honest, I wanted to wait for the cold rollout to happen. Because had this battle occurred a few years back, say 2015, when Verb was making all that noise to try and battle him, if it had happened back then, probably would have had this being clearly in favor of Lux. I won't lie to you. I would have had it clear in favor of Lux. However, as time has gone on, as they both have had battles during that time since that, you call it legendary, that epic, back and forth that they had in front of Black Star out there, man. A lot of shit has changed. And I don't think this battle is as lopsided as people would probably want to try and make it. Especially not how it was at one time. I think Verb has definitely elevated himself from where he was at during the time of that initial discussion when he was really calling out Lux. I think Lux, since that time, you could argue he might have, I won't say fell off, but the aura and the mystique then went down a notch or two. It then went down a notch. He's still beloved. He's still Lux. He's still one of the most impactful battle rappers in the history of battle rap. But that mystique is not what it once was. We've seen Beloved look mortal. Do we put mortal out there? We've seen that from Lux. We've definitely seen that from Lux. Verb, we've seen Verb have his wars and have his ups and downs with his career, but when you look at the Moot battle, that for me, that did something for me as it pertains to Verb. And people who have been following me since I started, y'all know I've been hell on Verb. Y'all know in 2017, I was saying that Verb hadn't shown us shit in like 10 years. Like, I was saying we ain't seen a really epic level Verb since Hitman. Like, he really been up and down. He ain't really been, what they say he is, right? I was hell on Verb. It was hell on earth as it pertained to a Verb. But as the last 2 years have unfolded, I've seen something from Verb. And yeah, the Mook battle, that was the nail in the coffin. That was it. That was the one that just, for me, I was like, okay, I got to put respect on Verb name, and I have to really acknowledge who he is in this culture. I can critique Verb, but I can't critique him the way I was. I have to put more respect on Verb name. I have to. Because he showed me something with that Moot battle. But just every battle in between there. Giving, up and coming dudes shots and not ducking any fades. He out there really working. And like I said, the Moot battle was that was the one that put him over the hill for me to make this Lux battle really, really meaningful. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like that was the one. That was the one for sure. So now I'm looking at it and I'm looking at Lux. Beloved. The last time we seen you was looking Arsenal 2-1. The first round was that was the Lux we know. 2 and 3. don't know. And I seen your whole narrative that you was trying to push, saying that if a man, he just telling a bunch of lies and he just making lies sound good, and y'all going like, beloved, we not doing that, sir. We not doing that. We not doing that, beloved. You don't get to pick and choose. That's not, no. You were still good versus Arsenal. And before Arsenal, the Clips battle. I had you 30 in Clips. I think that's one of your more underrated performances to me personally. But versus Arsenal, that was an experience. I've never seen you get. I ain't seen that. Even though Mook at the Total Slaughter, people bring that up. I didn't think Lux was that terrible at Total. I actually thought he won the battle when you like really watch and you're like listening for. I'll let that go. That's a whole other narrative. But as it pertains to Verb and Lux, you can go down the resume and talk about who they've battled. They've battled a lot of the same people, Mook. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's like the marquee one that you would think about. Hollow. Y'all know all the people that they battled. For me, in terms of resume, I think Verb, a lot of people say Verb has the best resume. I don't know if I can go all the way and say the best resume. I think if you're looking at just names that he's battled, you may be able to say that. But if you're talking about what he did in those battles, you know what I'm saying, impact, things of that nature, you can make a debate. But he definitely has one of the best, if not the best, resume in all of battle rap. And I think once he has Lux on his resume, I think that might even cement him as number one, because now you have Mook, Lux, and Hollow, three people who are always within that GOAT conversation. You know what I'm saying? So you look at Lux, I mean, SM2 impacted that third round versus Calico, and you look at the Hollow battle, and he just has a lot of things that he's done in the course of his career and the impact he's made. But now we getting to the point now where I have to ask the question, has Beloved already passed the point of being able to give us what he gave us at SM2? Even versus Hollow, is he past the point of giving us that level of greatness? Is he? That's a tough one because the Arsenal one, he was good. I can't say great. I cannot say he was great. I think he had a great first round, right? But the last two, it's kind of like, and you got Arsenal winning that one. A lot of people feel like Arsenal won clear. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have Arsenal 2-1, but so I'm looking at all these things, but I'm taking all of that stuff into consideration when I get to my pick. And I don't think that this is a clear one. I was, at first, when I first heard the matchup, just without thinking about all the other factors, resume, what people are doing, who's hot, who's really in the ring, who's in the trenches. At first, it was okay, 30. You know what I'm saying? Lux 30. But then you have to really think about it. Do your homework on it. And there's no 3-0 either way. There's no 3-0 either way. And the more and more I break this matchup down, the more and more I come to the conclusion. I have Verb winning this battle 2-1 over Lux. Let me break down my reason and rationale for why I say this. For one, Verb to me is hungrier when it comes to legacy, when it comes to cementing his place in battle rap. He's far more hungrier, in my opinion, than Lux. Lux just seems like a guy who comes out and he gives the people You know what I'm saying? Great penmanship. He gives great, you know what I'm saying? He focuses in on the penmanship, the rapping, and he's great at that. But I don't know if Lux is necessarily hungry anymore. Like, I don't know if the hunger is there. I think he, you know what I'm saying, he's a professional. He's a legend. You know, arguably you can make an argument for him being one of the GOATs. But in terms of hunger, man, that means something to me. When I see a battle rapper that's just hungrier and just wants it more, that tells me what I'm going to get from them when it comes to their aggression in a battle. That tells me what I'm going to get from them in terms of their preparation for a battle. And I just feel like the Verb I seen versus Mook, the Verb I seen the last couple years leading up to this battle, I don't see that Verb being somebody who is just, he's just satisfied, he's just okay where he's at. He's talking like a man possessed with being the GOAT. A man possessed with being that dude of the culture. And so with that being said, on the hunger side of the game, I definitely have Verb on that side. You look at skill set, it could be argued, you know what I'm saying, who's the better rapper. You know, you can make it a debate. I won't go too much into skill set per se, but what I will say in terms of this era is I feel Verb's skill set as far as what his material is it's a little more up to date than what Lux puts out. I'm not gonna say Lux is outdated. He's is that blasphemy? To even what's the word I'm looking for, man? To even put it out there? You know what I'm saying? Is it wrong? Because I gotta keep it real. Lux will rap and rap and rap and rap his ass off. We know what we're gonna get from Lux. We know what we're gonna get from Lux. He's going to fucking rap, and he raps very fucking good. Great rapper. This era is not just looking for great rapping ability. They are looking for other things outside of that. The back-to-back punching. Different schemes. Angled approaches. While still punching. Not just talking to somebody, but being able to create punches. Moments. Lux, you have moments. You definitely have moments. But one could argue your greatest moment that you have, your third verse Calico, came from Verb. It came from the Verb template. One could argue that. And so when I'm looking at how Verb puts his material together and how he is able to stay in tune with today's fan, where he'll still go on to his little Verb. He gonna rap. He gonna get into that vegan Verb side of the game and just rap. But he also gives you just enough of what this era has become and what we are looking at with battles now. And so when I look at the way they both rap in the ring versus their opponents, I just feel like Verb gives just a little bit something more than what Lux I think Lux is gonna get in there. I think he's gonna rap all 3 rounds. He says he has something that he's gonna break down with Verb. I don't know what you're gonna break down, Lux. I don't know what you're gonna break down. It's somewhere we ain't heard of. I don't know. I don't know. We heard a lot about Verb. We heard about his mom, people going at his mom, the waves. Yeah, we've heard all of this stuff. We've heard it all. So what are you gonna say that's that crucial? Because that's where I think I would give somebody like Lux an advantage, is the angled approach. I think when it comes to really angling his opponent, I think Lux can do that very, very great. Top 3. I feel like he is one of the best, if not the best ever, when it comes to that. My only issue is that to get to that point, there's a lot that you have to rap. And he's going to rap all the way to get to that point. while Verb he kind of, even versus Mook, he kind of was getting straight to the point. You know, even when they was asking Lux during the face-off, like, man, you don't be just giving a straight-up answer. He's like, man, I want to give you the more broad view. Like, I understand it. And maybe when you watch it back on camera, people can go ahead and debate and say, no, Lux might have got this. But in the building, we're talking about live in the building, first watch, I don't see Lux just immediately translating. I think Lux material is going to be something that you're going to have to get over time. It's going to grow on you. It's going to be like, okay, I'm going to make an argument. But for me, I have Verb winning the battle. First watch, I have Verb winning the battle. After that, I still feel Verb's material. When the more and more I look at this Mook battle from Verb, and that's really what I keep going back to, people try to act like that wasn't a good Verb. It was a very good Verb. That was a very good Verb. Not like an all-time great Verb or nothing like that, but a very good Verb. And he 30'd Mook. I know, when I first seen it, I tried to make the argument Mook won, and after a while, I'm not. I watched it back. Yeah, I watched it back. It was a long battle. I watched it. It was a long-ass battle. But I watched it. And that 20-something minute third round, that them just swing you to just win that round. I had Verb 3-0. We can debate the third. Third's debatable. So 2-1 clear. Third. I'm not trying to get into that battle. What I'm trying to say is the Verb that I've been seeing, even with that performance, showed me he was able to punch back to back. He was able to say shit that it's easily digestible. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you have to really, I'm not saying he has stuff that you have to think about. He's intricate. He has that. But he also has the shit where he can just say something that you catch right then and there. And I feel like when you're rapping in the building on the big stage, that means something. That's going to really come into play because there's going to be a lot of people there. They probably not going to want to, they might want some intricacy. They might. They might rock with it, but they not going to want 3 whole rounds of layer after layered material. Going to have to give them something else. And I feel like Verb is better in that regard at giving the people what they want right there, knowing how to just give it to you in a simplified format where it's still crazy, but it's right then and there instead of the layered approach where you kind of tie, it's a lot of that. Some may call it filler, what Lux provides and what Verb does at times. I think filler is something that battle rap needs. I feel like it's rapping. It's called battle rap. So half of the game is rap, obviously, yeah, but I just feel Verb on the battle side of the game, he just probably brings a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So, all in all, man, I know I done talked a lot about this. I have Verb winning 2-1. I'm going with Verb 2-1. I've gone back and forth with this. I've waited till all the face-off, everything was done. I'm even gonna be honest, the face-off, I think Verb won the face-off. Like, I get it. You like, oh, I can rap better than you. And I love hearing it. You talking that shit. Lux, you rap better than him. And I can't wait. And I hear it. I hear it. But there's something I'm not seeing. There's something I'm not seeing and there's something I'm not feeling. When Verb is talking, there's a certain feeling. You can see it. He's not playing. He's not playing. He had the same energy for Mook. And everybody and their mama said Mook was going to clearly beat Verb, and Verb went in there and caught a 30. So with all that being said, man, I have Verb 2-1. Vegan, Team Verb. We out here. I know all you beloved people are going to be on my line. Oh, beloved this, beloved. Listen, man. Tell beloved he better be ready. Ain't no, oh, let me get it together. Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't no time for none of that. You ain't got time to be trying to get it together. You should have it gotten together before you get in the ring. Ain't no getting it together. So with that being said, man, Verb 2-1. That's how the West call. That's how I'm calling it. That's how the West Coast calling it. Verb 2-1, man. West Coast, West up, all that good shit, man. We out of here, man. Peace.